lift your hands and minister to him. Lift your hands up and minister to the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the Lily of the Valley, the Rose of Sharon, the one that came, the one that is, the one that is to come, the Almighty. Give Jesus all the glory that his name deserves. Give him all the adoration. Thank you, Jesus, for saving me. Thank you, Jesus, for healing me. Thank you, Jesus, for loving me. Worshiping. Thank you, Jesus, for giving me your word. Thank you, Jesus, for giving me the word of God. Thank you and thank you. You came for me. You are my ransom. You came to be my ransom, the redemption prize. The Bible says you have been made unto me righteousness, wisdom, sanctification, and redemption. You are my redemption from the curse. You are my redemption from the terrible life. Give him glory. Give him praise. Honor him. He's adorable. He's precious. Is awesome. There is nothing you can compare with him. There is nothing that can be exchanged for him. Jesus, the Son of God that came on earth to be my substitute, to be my sacrifice. Thank you, Father, tonight. And thank him for bringing you to come and hear the word of God of the decree of the Wordfeast. Thank you for strength and grace. I know that the traffic in Lagos will be inconveniencing. But thank the Lord for grace and the strength and the thirst and the hunger in you for him. We bless his holy name. In Jesus' precious name we pray. Amen. Let's have a seat. Let's take our Bible and relax. Glory be to God. Blessed be to his name forevermore. We give him glory for day 1 and day 2 and now day 3. We've been exploring the supernatural. A few years ago, as a trainer, I was invited by the Cooperative Society to speak to them on principles of success. And of course, that's in the secular world. So I thought, because I was then a motivational speaker. I was a leadership trainer, but I'm still a leadership trainer, and so on and so forth. So, after I shared with them great principles, the executive now said, the chairman of the occasion now said, Prof, that's why you call me. There is something you haven't told us. Because all these things that you have told us, we have practiced them, they didn't work. A poultry farmer, if you know someone says, I've had a trial on about 3 poultries and they all failed. So there is something. At that time I haven't started doing it. But I have come to the knowledge of this. And I knew it was right. Principles in the natural don't work. So I paused. I said, well, you have provoked me. You are the one that is asking for what you are not going to pay me for and what you have not invited me to come and discuss here. I said, do you now want to do this? They said, yes. And I'll discuss with them in little about this supernatural. There is no one that can succeed in business if you have not fought the spirit of mammon. How will you do it? We have few cousins overseas who have attempted to come to Nigeria to start businesses and all that. And one of them particularly, when he told me about the business, I said, how much do you know about the spiritual realm for you to come and start transport business? You want to do transport business? Okay, come now. Let's see. Even believers play church. It's a fashion thing to be born again, and it's a fashion thing to come to church. It's more than that. It's more than that. Life is supernatural. Life is essentially spiritual, and that is God's idea, and that can change. Man only found himself dropped from that realm into the sex realm, but Jesus came to reverse it, to restore back to where we fell from, so that we could now function again in the supernatural realm. There are two ways you can access the supernatural realm. You could access it through God and his angels, and his blood, but you can also access it through the devil. You can access it through him. The only difference is this: when you access the supernatural through God, God has named the price of sacrifice to access it, and he has paid for it. So you are only to take advantage of it. You are only to receive it and enjoy it. You are not doing anything. You only need to believe that there is a sacrifice, because before you can function in the supernatural realm, there is a sacrifice. Big time sacrifice. And we know in our own kingdom that the highest sacrifice is what has been done for us. Jesus Christ. There is no blood that is higher than the blood of Jesus. It's a sacrifice to operate in the supernatural. God named it, divine justice named it for the freedom of man, and God knew man could not pay it. God paid by himself, and he only invites you. He gave you an invitation to come and enjoy it. But Satan will name his own price, and you are the one that will pay it. And it's not just once you will pay it. You will continually pay it, and he increases the price. He increases it. So, man now has a choice of it. No wonder God says, I call heaven to bear before you today. I place before you blessing and curses, life and death, good and evil. Say, choose life. He says so. Choose life. Deuteronomy 13, 19. He said, choose life, so that you and your descendants may live. Because once you choose the path of God, then all your generations coming have no body or yoke of the curse. But if you choose the path of the devil, then you have sold your generations to a perpetual bondage. That's the difference. But life is supernatural. Thank God for those that have chosen the path of righteousness, the path of truth, in order to operate in the supernatural. Right? Those that have accepted, have come to accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior, and as their ransom, and as their, their sacrifice to do it. And for those of us that have accepted Jesus Christ, I want you to know that our guiding principle is the Word of God. It's our guiding principle, it's our roadmap, it's our meaning. Everything you ever become is in the Word of God. It is in it you see your future. It is in it you see your destiny. It is in it that you work out your life. David says, that will show you the path of life. It is in the Word of God that the path of life is shown. Christianity is not a religion. Like I always like to say, there are so many nice religions on earth. In fact, I have learned, like the wisdom of God, not to condemn any religion because they are nice. Very nice religions. They preach morals. They preach values. Mention there's no religion that will not talk to you about value. Confucianism, Buddhism, so many. But then Christianity is not one of those nice religions. Christianity is the restoration of God to mankind, restoration of his life back to man. It is the sacrifice of his own blood for man to be restored to fellowship with him. It is the restoration of fellowship between us and God. So God is no longer distant to us as a Christian. You know, religion is looking for a God that is distant, that they can never find, that they have to learn how to please before God can just be good to them. Right? But that's not Christianity. Christianity is not a speculation, it's not a trial and error. Christianity is not whether this thing work or not, but unfortunately also we have reduced it to that. We are never really sure what is happening again. You know, for instance, one verse, the only verse I knew years ago that I couldn't even quote very well is John 3:16. For God so loved the world. Now, God died for the whole world, not only for Christians, He died for everyone. He died for the prostitutes, He died for the athletes, anybody God will reach, He died for them. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever, He doesn't restrict it to one person. Whosoever, anybody, boy or girl, man, woman, anybody who believes, who pistio is believing faith, that is, who has entrusted his spiritual well-being into the hands of Jesus Christ. He said, he shall not perish. It is a spiritual law that a Christian cannot be touched with. It's a law. Why many of us know? It's a spiritual law that cancer should not touch. It's a spiritual law. That's why we think that whosoever believes in Jesus should not perish. You have been exempted from perishing. You have been taken outside the crowd. You are no longer part of the world. But the only thing that will guarantee you this life is the word. We have ignored it. Let's go back to it. Let's go back to the word. The Bible says in 2 Timothy 2, it says, study to show thyself approved. A workman that needed not be ashamed. Rightly dividing the word of truth. Okay, now, God says if you want to be approved by God, study. Study. Take the Bible and study. In 1 Timothy 4:15 it says, meditate upon these things, so that your profit or your progress may appear to all. If you want success that will appear to the world, then there is a way out of it. Meditate upon this. Meditate upon this. No wonder when God saw inside Joshua a mentality of fear, a mentality of failure, when they took over from Moses, because of the experiences of the wilderness, because of the experiences he had seen, he had encountered himself. He knew that because of the difficult Israelites, Moses lost the promised land. He was afraid. How do I know? Because of the discussion between him and God in Joshua chapter 1. And what he now told him eventually is that, Joshua, this book of the law shall not depart from your mouth. Children of God, that is the cardinal principle of success. There are no several strategies of marital success. Joshua warned me. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, and you shall meditate on it day and night. Day and night. Day and night. So that you may observe to do according to what is written there, and then you, not me, but you will make your own way prosperous. Then you shall have good success. You want to have good success? Take the word of God. But you know, sincerely, it's the simplest form of success, but it's the least used. We are performing individuals. We believe in works. Especially in Nigeria, we believe that the greater a problem is, then the harder the war fight solutions. The commandments of God are not grievous. Right? We think that it is harder for God to heal HIV than to heal any. No. No. It is the same atonement. It is the same redemptive price. It's the same thing. It's what forgave you that healed you. What healed cancer is what healed HIV. What healed HIV is what healed, headache. It's what healed fever and malaria. It's what healed everything. But what you just need to do is to take advantage of it. And if you not go into the word of God, you cannot learn how to take advantage of it. It's a fight. Today, the fight in the church is, how do I accept the truth of the God's word? How do I accept it as the truth? And how do I live in it? How do I abide by it? How do I focus on it only, and I will not be looking for other options? Can you bring this thing sound for me? Someone, can you bring this thing sound? So it's just the word of God. The word of God is the only way out. And today, something very, very important that the Holy Spirit wants us to talk about is the trading secret of the supernatural realm. That trading secret is words. What do I say? Words. Like if you are here, what I mean is, if you pay attention very well as a Christian, after today you are going to become a believer. Talking is a ministry. No, I'm not saying storytelling. Talking gospel is a ministry. You've got to embrace it as a ministry. If you don't talk, you lose. If you don't talk, you can't win. Nobody wins in this race if you keep quiet. The mouth God has given to us is not only to eat. In fact, by revelation, I have found out that the eating aspect of this mouth is not more than 5%. You know why? People can actually, medical technology can make people stay for 1 year without eating through the mouth, and they won't die. Right? But if you don't speak through the mouth, you die. Spiritually and otherwise. Believe me. Listen, it is not a curse, but it's in the Bible. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. So that means you could talk yourself to death. Words are extremely very important. No wonder Jesus says, for every idle word that you speak, idle actually means inoperative word, unproductive word. Meaning, God wants every word you speak out to create for you. Now, from morning to evening, have you ever taken cognizance of what comes out from your mouth? Out of the bundles of that speech, which one is creating your life? Which one is creating your marriage? Which one is creating life for your children? Which one? How many times per day do we release creative power of God's word over the children that God has given us? When we get to God, God will never be at fault for our experiences on earth. He has given us a way of escape. It's just that somehow we have been deceived not to take it, and we have been taking another way. It doesn't matter how much you can fast, how much you can pray. It doesn't matter how many gallons of anointing oil that they can give to you. If you are not a talker, you are a loser. Wow, it's the word of God, and we are going to look at that today. It is the trading secret of the supernatural, both good and bad. The realm of darkness work with words, incantations. Forget all those sacrifices that they put at junctions and all that. No, it is his spoken words behind it that makes it work. In the spiritual realm, I love to start like this. In the spiritual realm, a child of God has no need. In this church, from January, or since January, we have been teaching on why you must not be need-minded. As a matter of fact, one of the problems of the church is we are told the mentality of needs is overwhelming. I need healing. I need to live in health. I need car. I need, as long as you are needy, you will never come out of needs. A believer is not in need. Please say to yourself, say, I'm not in need. No. Okay, now, let's look at a few places in the Bible. Ephesians 1:3. The Bible says he has blessed us with all. A-L-L. After all, what is remaining?
Nothing.
He has blessed us with all spiritual blessings in the heavenly places. All. In Luke 15:31, God spoke, through the prodigal son's father. The prodigal son's father is actually a shadow, a preview of God Almighty. When he spoke to the elder brother in verse 31 of Luke 15, he says, Son, you are ever with me, and all, A-L-L, all that I have is yours. Okay, if you think that is not God speaking, then let me show you in 1 Corinthians 3:21, where God now speaks directly to you that let no man glory in men. In other words, don't take glory in your connection with them. He said, for all things are yours. A-L-L. I want you to take note of that A-L-L. All things are. Okay, now all things that belong to you, does that include healing?
Yes.
Is prosperity inside?
Yes.
Does it include children?
Yes.
Does it include fruitfulness?
Yes.
Okay, now for a single lady, does it include the husband?
Yes.
All things are yours. In 2 Peter 1:3 says, according as his divine power has given unto us all, A-L-E-L-E, all things that pertain to life and godliness. I said yesterday that everything you need until the last day on earth is already in you. It's not outside you. It has been deposited inside your spirit. The truckload of Abrahamic blessing is in you. Your houses are in you. Your estates are in you. People are coming to church to pray for visa. Visa is inside your spirit. If it's in the plan of God for you to go, nobody can deny you a visa. Who gives visa to birds before they cross countries? One visa officer will now wake up one morning and says, okay, I won't give you visa. No, except it's not in the plan of God for your life. It is. The Bible says he has earmarked boundaries before time, before the beginning of time, that men and women will stay in their territories per time. So God has seen everything. He has finished it from the foundation of the world. Acts 17:25-26. He has created everything. Those that are in Canada now, he knows they will be there. Those that are in America, he knows they will be there. If he knows that tomorrow I will be in South Africa, there is no visa officer that can deny me visa to enter South Africa. Is it his own? Is he our own? The Bible says the earth is the Lord and all the fullness thereof, including the visa officer himself, belongs to God. Including the ambassador, belongs to God. And South Africa is God's home. And he says, son, what I have is yours. So that means South Africa is mine. You've got to function in the reality of the word of God. It is not motivation. I used to be, I'm no longer one. Because God warned me, say, I haven't called you to motivational speaking. I've called you to be a teacher, a prophetic teacher of God's word. Right. So this is not about motivation, it's about seeing the word of God and applying it to our life. Glory be to God. Okay, now when you see all that, Do you lack anything? If there's any lack you have, when we finish, come and tell me. There's no lack. Say it again. Say, I have no lack. Well, you have to shift your mindset. Like we saw yesterday, most of the problem we are facing is actually our thinking patterns that have been distorted, that have been warped as a result of how we were raised. If we were raised as beggarly parents who borrowed money to send us to the university, then our thinking patterns is in trouble, except we change it. So all things have been given to us, is in our spirit, but they are spiritual, they are supernatural. That's the problem. God doesn't give physical houses. He doesn't have cement in heaven. God does not give physical naira. He does not have meat in heaven. So everything He has given to us is spiritual blessings. So you as a child of God must now learn how to convert the spiritual blessings to the tangible physical needs of your life. So that's why we want to look into it. How do I manufacture from the moral materials that God has given to me? How do I manufacture my children? How do I manufacture my finances? How do I manufacture my hair? He has given to me everything, but I need to convert it. I need to convert the spiritual blessing into physical healing. I need to convert the spiritual blessing into physical naira in Nigeria, or dollar in America if I go there, or dirham in Dubai if I go there. Do you understand? You know, all currency, the spiritual that God has given to us is compatible to any currency. There is no currency you can't convert the word of God to. So it's the conversion process that the child of God needs to know. How do I convert? How do I withdraw and take these spiritual blessings and convert it? One thing first that I want you to take note of this is this: that spiritual blessing is the word of God or promises. Let me quickly, let's open now. We have not opened anything, but let's open now. Can we open to John chapter 17? Chapter 17. Glory be to God. We have received everything from God, but His Spirit